Welcome to Drunk on Social, the Symposium, where we help you stay ahead of social media trends, share the latest news, and highlight the strategies that are working to help you grow your business. Now let's join our hosts, Tristan and Jeff, in 3, 2, 1.
By now, you certainly know that Instagram is a social media platform that is arguably the most important platform to establish your brand and business as we head into the future. Understanding that growing a following is simply what the world tells you is important, but in actuality is purely vanity with very little results. And that's why we have come to really appreciate and endorse Michelle Berman with the Instagram Power Method, who teaches you how to actually connect with ideal clients and attract them to you without having to sell. Michelle comes from a place of practicing what she preaches, as she has built her business 100% through organic Instagram leads. Everything is rooted in sales psychology and conversation based on tapping into the brains of your ideal client. Vanity metrics are for, well, vanity. Go connect with Michelle today. Check out powermethodmasterclass.com. That's powermethodmasterclass.com, and be prepared to change your business's life.
Tristan, what do you think about captioning your videos automatically every time you post it, where basically it transcribes exactly what you're saying so people who don't have sound can read what you're writing? Would you like that?
I would, man. Are you offering that?
Well, that is one of the topics we're going to discuss today on one of the platforms on this episode of The Symposium by Drunk on Social. This is episode number 32. And oh, by the way, I just decided I'm going to start changing these intros with a little hook to tease you bastards in to listen to more. And I mean bastards in a loving way, by the way. So Tristan, welcome back.
What other way can we use the word bastards? It's only in a loving way.
Well, if they know us, they know that there's nothing but love that ever spews. So
That's right. Let's cover some Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, drunkonsocial.com. If you haven't visited, you're missing out. It's the latest social media news for every part of your life. So jump on that, drunkonsocial.com. Was that like my promo? That was it.
Not only that, it was kind of a sexy commentator voice. I liked it.
Maybe I should change it up.
Wow, I'm starting to blush. Jeez.
Oh, dude, come on. It's not that kind of show. Let's start off with YouTube.
All right.
I think YouTube's good. YouTube's good.
Actually, no. Don't start there. Start with the IGTV.
Oh, IGTV. Yes. All right. So Instagram finally decided to scratch the name IGTV and go with just video. So over the next few weeks, if you haven't seen it already, you're going to start seeing the IGTV logo and name disappear. It's just going to be video. It's going to have a little play button, the triangle that's flipped over to its side. That's what it's going to be. It's still going to be the same IGTV, same format, just different name. They want to make it more mainstream as to just video in general. And that's them targeting the likes of YouTube, going after TikTok, and just video in general. What do you think about that, buddy?
Yeah, well, I think Instagram television is a continued evolution of them doing exactly what TikTok is doing, which is saying, we also want to play in the YouTube space. And so I think, and I commented on somebody's post today at the time of this recording who mentioned this article, Johnny Moe, in fact, and I said, I think the future of social media is going to be a battle between Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's going to be entertaining. They're going to keep pushing each other to be better and evolve. And I think it's going to be fun watching this happen. And I think all of them are going to no one's going to get knocked out of the game. It's just going to be this battle, and it's going to make our world evolve even faster, which may be good, maybe bad. I don't know.
Interesting. Where do you think Social Coach fits into all of that?
Social Coach is going to help you, the user, create more content on a consistent basis.
And where would I go to sign up for that, Jeff?
Ooh, gosh. Ann, would you put that in the chat so we can make sure that we say that correctly? Because you just stumped me on something.
I don't even know where to sign up for our own shit.
That's pretty funny. I think I don't know it. It's socialcoach.io/drunk on social. Tristan, you're full of the promos today. I like it.
Dude, can we make that more complicated? Socialcoach.io/drunk on social.
Talk to Joe Wilson about that. Socialcoach.io is the general website. And then to get to ours specifically, it's /drunk on social. And I'll just say this. If you've never even heard of this, it's done for you content. And we've got like 75 players. We just launched this a couple of months ago, and it's exploding pretty fast. For anybody who struggles, who says, I know I need to be creating content every single day, but I have no idea what to post. Hey, we got you. And literally, it can be set up to be automated. We're giving you video ideas, video scripts, giving you examples. Like, it's everything that you could possibly want. If you're creative, like Tristan and I, you don't need this. But if you find yourself struggling and you want to do more, then this is a really inexpensive, cool option to have. Go check it out.
That's it. Or look, I thought of something in between that with the Instagram video, which is now what it's called, right? IGTV going to Instagram video. It's still the same. It's 60 seconds or more, right? Long form video. And you can still have it previewed into the feed. It's just those 60 seconds or less. It's what's previewed. So everything is still the same, just in case anybody was wondering if it changed. No, it hasn't. The one thing I bet you is going to happen, Jeff, just like with everything that Instagram throws out that's new, is every time they change something or they add something, they give it more love, right?
Yeah.
So hey, wait, that's a great idea. Let's start throwing our long form podcast videos into IG video from now on. So let's definitely do that. All right, next thing, do you want me to go into YouTube or Facebook or TikTok?
Real quick, before we finish on that one, I don't think you mentioned it, but they also are adding a bunch of editing features in Instagram.
Oh, that's because I didn't know.
Yeah, which is totally. Actually, I thought you shared this with me, but they're going to be adding basically TikTok-like features. They're going to be adding more features to where you can have more, you can do more editing within Instagram. It's always been lagging on TikTok. I won't go into details. We can talk about it another time because I don't think they're there yet. But that's coming, so keep an eye out for it. Which, by the way, IGTV still shows up on my Instagram, so this is something that's coming. At the time that this gets released, maybe it'll be there. But yeah, as you know, everything happens in waves.
Dude, do you think those Facebook glasses, the Ray-Bans, are also going to play into Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
That would be awesome.
You shared that video that we saw 2 videos. I'm going to reshare that Mark Zuckerberg one, which was awesome, by the way. And it's interesting because I think the one take, so if you don't know what we're talking about, Facebook has teamed up with Ray-Ban and they're going to have sunglasses that are good looking Ray-Ban sunglasses that have cameras built into them to where, as the way Zuckerberg describes it, you're not so reliant on pulling your camera out every 5 seconds. You don't always have to have your camera in your hand. And he kind of says it as we get away from always having our camera at the ready, which is interesting because if that's what they say the world's going to, that's what the world's going to.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine getting pulled over? Officer, I'm recording you. You're on Facebook Live now.
Dude, that already happens anyway. I mean,
I know, but now that's crazy. I mean, can you imagine?
And that's what's coming. And so a lot of people are going to think, whoa, there's going to be lawsuits. But here's the thing. The camera connects to your phone. And when you record something, all it does is drop it into your camera roll. There's an app that connects in your camera roll on your phone. Yep. That's all it's doing. It's not like it's going to go to the world. So it's no different than you taking selfies of yourself in front of the camera or in front of the mirror in the bathroom when you're losing weight and you're naked. Those videos were not meant for the world. They were meant for you, or maybe your spouse. I don't know, depending on the kind of relationship.
Unless you have an OnlyFans page from a while ago.
Then you should be posting them.
That's different. I don't even know how we got into that, buddy. Sorry. Well, what do you want to go into next?
All
TikTok.
Right. Let's go
YouTube,
over to Let's go to the pin TikToks.
Ooh, all right. So this is your specialty. I was actually wondering how the hell people were doing this. And I was like, how? And then I just looked at one video, clicked the little 3 buttons at the bottom right, and it gives you the option to pin it. I'm like, that was easy.
Yeah.
So tell me how you're using it and how we should be using it.
It's really simple. Basically, it's, you can do this on like in a Facebook group. You can pin a post to the top. And so I always tell people, like, you should have an evergreen video about what your group is about. And that way, and you should pin it to the top. That way, when anybody visits your page, they get that first. And so it's the same thing on TikTok now. You can do up to 3 videos. And so what you should be doing is you should be pinning maybe your top performing video. Maybe you should be pinning a video that it describes you or your brand, or it's a good reflection of who you are. It's what you want your audience to see. Because here's what happens, guys. Every time somebody sees a TikTok and they like what they see, naturally, they're going to stalk you. So when they go stalk you, what are they going to see? They're going to see 1, 2, or 3 pin videos at the top. That is how you're going to either suck them in or send them packing. You decide. But it's a really cool feature and it works, man. I put a video, I pinned one that had, I want to say somewhere in the 89,000 views. And now it's at like 104 and just a couple of days. Yeah.
I'm doing that right now as we're talking.
It's purely because I pinned it. And it's really, for me, it's a good example of a video that's just really cool. And it's my Lake of the Ozarks content. And I want to define myself as that because I want people to want to follow me. And so that's why I'm giving them what they want,
Good idea, man. Now I'm searching for ones that have done really well here for me. And I'm going to pin that to the top. Thanks for that. I like that. Sure. All right, now let's talk about YouTube. YouTube is allowing for caption options. What that means is that they're going to go on to what Facebook has been doing for a while now on their Facebook lives, where they just caption them as they come through live. It's going to give you that option. But I think more importantly, and I think this is the cool part, dude, it's going to allow us to search the transcript. So let's say we just shot a video. Not only is it captioning it, but now we can go and search through it. And I mean, in essence, imagine being able to copy paste that into the description. Now, all of a sudden that becomes search engine optimized. That's cool to me.
Yes.
Because all these other companies that make money off of this one feature, you can, in essence, grab it from there and throw it everywhere else and make a blog out of this. So it goes deeper than what people are noticing, but that's pretty powerful. I'm surprised they waited this long to do it since Google owns the internet. They should have been doing this a long time ago.
I wonder why they haven't, to be honest with you.
I don't know, but they did add that one thing that tweaks it and makes it, I think, superior to everything else we're seeing. And that's the searchable transcripts. That's different. That's powerful. And that goes along with what they want to do, which is continue to own the waves. Google, YouTube, and it's not going to change.
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome. What do you think of that? Anything you want to add on that?
No, nothing to add. I think it is.
Right.
It's pretty simple. Yep.
All right. Then the last thing I've got for you, which we missed last time, but I'm bringing it up because we did an article on it on Drunk on Social, and that's on Facebook. So Facebook is doing this little tiny thing, which could have an interesting repercussion. And I want to know what you think on this, because I know you talked about it in the group when we posted it inside of the Facebook group. And that's that Facebook is testing out simultaneous mass posting to groups. That could be super spammy for people that just spam the crap out of everything, or that could be really good. What are your first thoughts?
So I already do this, and
then you like it.
I do. I love it because it's going to save me time. And by time, I mean, not, we're talking 30 seconds, to a few minutes, because I just copy, paste, post other places. Here's the thing I tell this to people all the time is that, listen, I don't do it to spam. I do it because you and I, and you know this, we get asked to share content to other groups all the time. And I'll go through spurts where I will share, and I'll be sharing the same thing to 4, 5, 6 groups because they asked me to, not because I'm trying to spam like a local group to spam my listing or anything like that. But you have to understand that your audience, there are people that the algorithm is favoring a group for them, for example. So even though I might have posted it to Lab Code Agents and Drunk on Social and Real Estate Mastery, most of the people that are in each of those groups are only going to see that one time. They didn't even know that it happened in Real Estate Mastery and Drunk on Social because they're spending all their time in Lab Code Agents, and that's what the algorithm is showing to them, or vice versa in one of the other groups. And what's the worst thing that actually does happen? You see that I posted in 3 different groups. So what? You scroll, you don't watch all 3 of them. It's not really that big of a nuisance. It's just an extra notification that you can ignore. You already ignored 90% of them anyway. So
yeah, that's true.
I think that people, this is a social media comment in general. They think that over posting is a thing, and it's not. Like, you can't, that's the beauty of social media. And the same thing applies to groups. So if you have something that's relevant to multiple groups, put it out there. You have nothing to lose. And here's the reality. You're probably going to just hit more eyeballs with it, which will possibly create more opportunities for you. So I love this new feature, and I can't wait for it to happen because it can't happen soon enough.
Yeah, dude, I think it's going to save a lot of time for a lot of people, especially when we're running different groups like we are, right? Having to post information like what we just talked about here, especially coming from Drunk on Social, it's something that affects everybody. I'd love to blast that everywhere. Now, there are certain times that I'm not going to blast it everywhere, right? Yep. But in this case, I would.
I agree.
I think it's a positive thing.
I totally agree. I wouldn't do it blanket every time. It's just like hashtagging. Hashtag relevant things that are relevant to your video. So if I have a video that is nothing to do with real estate or anything to do with helping real estate agents, and I posted to Lab Code Agents, then I'm an idiot and I'm spamming. That's stupid, right? And so just make sure it's relevant. It's not rocket science. Don't be a used car salesman. I use that one a lot. So
yeah, I agree, dude. And that's all I got. What do you got?
I love it, man. I think that's it. I think the couple of things I wanted to mention is, you mentioned the new website. It's drunkonsocial.com. That's really a cool place to go. Pin it to your phone. Tristan did a video and showed you how to do that. You just go open. So click on your little browser on your phone right now. Type in Drunk on Social. Then what do they do after that, Tristan?
Type in Drunk on Social. Then it's the web app. So it's just like the website. Mm-hmm. On your phone, you just go to the very bottom where you see the browser domain. It's a little arrow, or you just copy it and it says paste it to your home screen, and that's it. And now all of a sudden it's going to be on your home screen and you can go to it every time. We're updating it with about 4 to 5 blogs daily that pertain to social media. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything all around. And we're just bringing you information that we think is important for you to pay attention to so that you can pivot and adapt your business to these.
Yep. I love it. Yeah. By the way, it's a little square, it's a little box in the middle. If you have an iPhone with an arrow coming out of the top of it, just click on that, scroll down and hit add to home screen. And then basically adds it to your phone like it's an app. And that's all it is. So it's easy access. There's that. I also wanted to say, and thank you to everybody who's listening. You're a part of this. You deserve an applause. We're at 1,000 downloads. So this is a brand new podcast. It's pretty cool. We reached 1,000 downloads. Keep sharing us. Keep putting it out there. Keep telling your friends. We share these all the time into the Drunk on Social Facebook group. This is good content. Post this stuff. If you're in real estate and you want to do good by the industry, man, share this to a group, share this to your audience. Let people know, because with this, we do this out of the kindness of our hearts. There's no joke there. And then
that's true.
Lastly, I won't talk about the Twitter challenge because that was October. Now we're in November as this is released. But we'll probably talk about that on a future episode about how that went. We did 100 tweets in one day. So that's another exciting challenge. And I'm sure we've already got the other challenge for November announced, but we won't tease it now. Lastly, the next week's episode will be the last of the replays from the event that we did in August. And it's going to be Judy Fox. She is a absolute dynamic human being on LinkedIn. Yeah. And she absolutely teach. She teaches me something new every time I listen to her. So if you haven't listened to all of those episodes, go do it. D-Rock was the week before this. And then obviously the other speakers prior to that. So go check it out. And and consume, man.
I love it. What are you gonna eat for lunch?
Oh, dude, it's 4:00 Central.
Oh shoot, what are you gonna eat for dinner?
I don't know. My wife threw a bunch of shit in the crock pot for a bunch of leftovers because we just got back from Mexico last night. So,
Ooh, how was that trip, dude?
awesome. Always awesome.
I saw on TikTok. I think it was on TikTok.
Probably.
Your TikTok.
Probably.
The floating taco table. That was so cool, dude. I showed that to my wife. I'm like, have you ever seen this?
Yeah.
Like, I've never even seen this. This is so cool.
What a great idea. Yeah, go check out my TikTok. Go stalk me and go check that out. It's really neat. They do it at Margaritaville, and they probably do it at all the Margaritavilles, but yeah, they literally deliver your lunch, and it's for like a bunch of people, and just a crap ton of tacos on this little floating circle, and you can eat over the circle. So people are like, oh, it's probably, I mean, I could probably count it. I told in there was probably 3 pieces of onion that fell in the pool. It was nothing major, and it was awesome. And they keep those resorts so clean anyway. And people are dumb. I'm going to go do a video reply to one of those comments. There's a bunch of trolls on that one.
I would imagine there would be, because that's so different. And people are like, that's disgusting. Well, whatever.
But it's so awesome. It was so awesome. It's a neat experience.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think
all right, buddy.
All right.
We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks for listening to Drunk on Social, the Symposium. We are here to help you take your business to new levels through social media. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes and come join us on our Drunk on Social Facebook page. And as always, make sure you leave us a great review on your favorite podcast app. Feedback and likes are very much appreciated.